Let's admit it, we all crave the love molecule oxytocin. But oxytocin is not all about romantic relationships. You can get it by bonding with anyone. A friend, a family member, a coworker, a stranger, even with your pet. Hi there, my name is Ellie, and here I talk about the human body so you can understand it better and live healthier and happier. Today we'll see how is oxytocin released, what are some of the feel-good effects, and how you can get more of it, because we all need it. Okay, so oxytocin is this huge neuropeptide released in the brain and sometimes in the rest of the body. It is mostly known as the love molecule or the cuddle molecule. We call it this way because it is the one hormone which makes us feel attached and close to someone in a good way. And yes, it is released during sex, along with all the other feel-good molecules like dopamine, serotonin, and the endorphins, which I'm not addressing today. But oxytocin is also released during childbirth, breastfeeding, and when parents play with their kids. You also get a shot of oxytocin when you're just hanging out with a friend and talking about your day. Basically, you've got a burst of it with any social interaction which you perceive as a positive one. And you know what? You don't even need to interact with a human to get oxytocin. Oxytocin is released in response to touch. So interacting with an animal and petting it releases plenty of it. And in particular, if you play with dogs. Sorry cat people, science proves it. Dogs are so much better. But seriously, any type of zootherapy actually works. I think a better name for oxytocin instead of the love molecule would be the bonding molecule, because you can get it from any type of social interaction and it does not need to relate to a specific relationship. Alright, so we know that it is released with positive interactions, but what does it do to make us feel so good? Oxytocin decreases stress hormones like cortisol, so you feel more relaxed, less anxious, and overall in a better mood. It also decreases inflammation and it acts as an antioxidant, and this makes you physically healthier. We intuitively know that already. Like, having a social life simply feels good. Period. There are studies showing that when people have a sense of community, they feel supported and have positive social interactions, they're happier, they live longer, and they get less sick. And oxytocin is for sure one of the molecules contributing to that. You might have heard or you could read on the internet that oxytocin makes you more extroverted and that it increases trust between people. Unfortunately, that's a myth. One study found that, and then all the social media got hyped about it. There were TED Talks and everything. But when scientists tried to replicate the results, they were not able to get the same findings. In real life, when you see your friend often and you do nice things together, of course you will get oxytocin release and you will build trust over the long run. But it's not a sniff of oxytocin which will make you trust a complete stranger. I am referring to sniffing because that's what's used in studies, because you can't get it to your brain otherwise. It will get degraded if you take it as a pill. What's not a myth, but there's good scientific evidence about it, is that oxytocin increases your sensitivity to social cues. What it means is that it can help you recognize the other person's nonverbal behavior and emotions a bit better. But being more sensitive to social cues could turn for the good or the bad, depending on the situation. For example, oxytocin could make you more cooperative with people within your social group, but it could decrease cooperation with other groups. So if you're a hockey fan and you love the Montreal Canadiens, you will bond even more with other Montreal Canadiens when there's more oxytocin. However, at the same time, this could make you dislike the Toronto Maple Leafs even more. Alright, now what actually increases oxytocin naturally? Remember I said touch increases oxytocin? It's actually low intensity stimulation of the skin. So some of the top ways to increase oxytocin is obviously sex, cuddles, and massages. It's always better with a partner, but you can always get yourself a foam roller or a little massage ball. And even if you have a partner, you can always use a massage ball. Doing an activity with someone really helps to bond and to increase oxytocin. And it doesn't matter who it is, a friend, family, partner, coworker. You get extra oxytocin if it's the first time that you're both doing that activity. And it can be something as simple as cooking a new recipe together. Now, physical exercise, and especially yoga, has been studied a lot, and it has been shown that it increases oxytocin, and you get even more of it if you do it with someone else. What really surprised me during my research is that meditation also increases that hormone, even if you're doing it all on your own. Other things such as dimming the lights, putting some candles, putting some soft music also helps. Hey, this sounds like St. Valentine's Day, no? But you don't need St. Valentine's Day to do that. And anyway, this day puts an enormous pressure on people to kind of give gifts, perform their unrealistic expectations, and it kind of takes out the oxytocin. And if none of this sounds like you, or you don't feel like interacting with humans, maybe you just need to get yourself a dog and to pet it all day. So spend some time at the pet shop. Alright, so oxytocin is one of the feel-good hormones among others. So stay tuned to learn about the other ones as well. Let me know if you enjoyed this video by hitting the like button or subscribing. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to put them down in the comments. I will see you soon. Mwah. Ciao. And now it's time to reward myself.